Thank you for tuning in to Living on the Cheap and trying to figure it all out. Today we're going to talk about things you could do yourself to save a buck. Yes, a buck. Okay, well maybe more, depending on what these different ideas are. One thing that I don't know if you noticed from my earlier videos, I've colored my hair. Yep, dark reddish auburn. I don't know what you call it. Don't even know the name out of the box. But I actually bought it with a coupon, and while it was on sale, so I only paid $7 for this hair color. I have gotten my hair professionally colored, and for this length, I don't know if you can see the ends, but it's pretty long. It cost me $200. I paid $7 for this box of hair color, and I think it looks beautiful. So that's one way that I save quite a bit of money, actually. That's a lot of savings. $193. Woo-woo! The other thing I do are my own manicures. Okay, so I haven't done one since the summer. Quite honestly, I don't do them in the winter. And pedicures. I do them myself. There are a ton of YouTube channels on how to do them yourself, how to take care of your nails, which is just awesome. I can do a pretty good French manicure when my nails are long. I usually save it for the summer, though. That's just me. I don't know why. I don't even paint my toenails at all because they're covered up in wool socks and boots most of the winter. Welcome to Vancouver. Woo-hoo! So that saves me about $50 a month per, like to do the mani and the pedi together. To do them separately, typically it's about $25 for a mani without getting fake nails done. I'm talking doing your own nails and growing your own nails long, and $35 to do a pedi. So you do save a little bit doing it as a bundle. So that's a couple of things I do right there. The other thing is oil change. Just a simple old oil change costs about $40 to $50 depending on how much oil your car needs, what brand your car is, all that kind of stuff. And we actually started doing it ourselves. My husband's best friend bought ramps, I think they're called. It's those things that go up so that your car drives up and you can go under the car without, like, the car's not flat, it's on an angle now. So we started doing that ourselves, and wow, has it saved us a ton. Especially since we didn't buy the ramps ourselves. We have offered to pay half, but his best friend didn't want to, and he says we can use them anytime, so it's been like woohoo. I also think it's a guy thing. They get to spend more time together because they both go together to do each other's oil changes, so that's kind of nice too. Other things that you could do yourself: housekeeping. I hate housekeeping. I had a housekeeper many years ago, so long ago my 11-year-old doesn't remember. I miss her. I miss how clean the house was, but I gave up. I had to let her go. I felt so bad because we kind of had a personal relationship. But you know what? For the $200 a month for her to come clean my house every 2 weeks, it was just better for me to start cleaning the house myself. Even I knew this way before going into a budget, way before learning about the Dave Ramsey stuff. And $200 in my pocket a month goes a very, very long, long way. Also, since I let her go, I'm buying the really cheap soups. So they go a long way too, and they work just as well. So hey, why not? Another thing is I don't dry clean. And you're going to go, what? You don't dry clean your clothes? Wool jackets almost never need washing. Unless you spill something like coffee on it, and if it's not a black jacket, you'll notice. If it's a black jacket, pat it dry, you may not even notice. But wool usually doesn't absorb wetness at all. That's why you'll see sheep in the rain and they don't seem to mind it, because it just rolls off their back like a duck's back. But so really you shouldn't wash wool at all, and dry cleaning should be next to never. But if you have a fancy dress, depending on your materials, I would actually research online what your materials are, if they will shrink. If they are, use cold water. Use a steam iron. It's so cheap just to get your own iron, learn how to iron. I bet Grandma has a great iron and an ironing board that she ain't using anymore, so check it out. So I do have this equipment, and yes, I have a brand new iron. Actually, I bought my ironing board at Value Village. I bought it when I first got married about 20 years ago. It's probably still got the exact same pad on it it had 20 years ago. I've never changed it, but it stands and it does the job, and why not? And you know what? You'll save a ton of money by not throwing your things. Rayon is one of those things you got to be really careful. It will shrink. You'll start off with a nice shirt this size, and you'll get it back this size. Wash and cold. Cold, cold, cold. Wash, rinse, make sure everything's on cold. Never put it in the dryer. It will wrinkle up so bad, ridiculously bad. Like, oh my goodness, I can't even imagine anything else that wrinkles up this bad, but it's so bad that the best thing to do is take a steam iron to it and steam it up. Do not iron it directly onto rayon. It gets a shine to it. The other best thing to do is take a cloth, a rag of some sort, or even a tea towel, wet it a little bit, put that on top so it's damp, not soaking wet, damp, and put your iron over that. You automatically get the steam out of it, but you're not going to get a sheen to the rayon, and that's important. That's a sword coming out in me. Anyway, so those are a few crazy ideas that I do to do myself instead of paying someone else to do. Oh, sewing hems, that's a big one. Sorry. I just whipped off another 6 pairs of hems for friends and family. And, you know, for $10 to $20, depending on what the materials are and how much they're going to take up, it's quite a savings, especially if you're short like I am. I'm only 5'4", and unfortunately nobody knows how to pin my pants, so I have to go out and get mine done. But I do everybody else's, which is awesome. I do my husband's, I do my kids', and we save a ton of money just hemming pants. Like, seriously, go on YouTube, learn how to do it so easily, so quickly, and you'll be shocked at how much you can save. And you don't need to get the super duper $1,000 sewing machine. Don't do that unless you're interested in sewing other things, like all the features that are on there. You just need a straight stitch sewing machine that goes back and forth. That's it. And you can get them fairly cheap online. I think $80 or $90 is what I saw. But if you can't, the other place to go look is Grandma's house. If you have a great aunt, or even an aunt who's in retirement, has arthritis, isn't sewing much anymore, I find a lot of these older ladies, they're just not sewing anymore, and they have these sewing machines sitting in the back room somewhere, probably even in one of those beautiful cabinets where the sewing machine sinks under. Those are awesome. I'd love to get one of those. I really would. I don't have any place for it in my home, but I really, really would love one. Anyways, yeah, those are my crazy ideas for how to save money by doing things yourself. Please subscribe down below, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me.